Today I am on a road trip through Banjan Ujai, the 5 villages of Banjan, and I'm not alone.
This is nannuoshan. I'm Gabriele.
I'm Benjamin, and today we started in Bulangshan. Now we drove over the mountains, and now we are on the way to Lao Man'E.
We just arrived in Lao Man'E.
Here you see the old tea forest from Lao Man'E, and this is the Chawang Lu. It means like the Tea King Road. So this is like the path to the king tree here, to the biggest tree.
Then let's go.
Let's go.
We are in the old garden. It's a little bit steep, especially with flip-flops. They are pretty massive.
Here you have the king and the queen. They're sitting together and they are guarding the old tea forest here.
So these are the largest trees in Lao Man'E, right?
Yes. Oh, and look here. You can see, like here on this wooden board, it's written down here. It means the king tree and the empress tea tree. They belong to the whole community. GT, it means like it belongs to the community.
So it doesn't belong to single farmers, but maybe similarly to the village
Weidong village,
where the king tree is actually belonging to the community, and every year it is decided.
There's an auction. There's an auction,
and they
like
decide,
among the villagers,
the village people, the village farmers, and so whoever can offer more, whoever had the best customer with most money, can that year take the leaves from the king or the queen tree and process them and sell them.
Yeah. So when they have the auction, you know, you have to keep your cell phone ready and, you know, with your farmer in Weidong, keep with them in contact and say, I want it, I give more, I give more. And then, you know, the farmer in the village can say, I want it.
I see. So real time.
Yeah.
Benjamin knows how to pick leaves. He picks the most fresh and small and tender tea leaves. Look how big!
It's crazy.
It's like my face.
So, Gabriele, would you like to have a bitter or a more sweet Lao Man'E?
I would say bitter.
Okay, I would say too.
Okay, so it's the different type of terroir that determines whether the tea is bitter or sweet.
Exactly.
这个就是地不块不一样，等一下一颗那个偏淡一点。
He prepared for us now also the sweet one, and the difference is very clear. The bitter one is not too bitter, it's still very pleasant, but the sweet one is much smoother and lighter and more delicate. He was explaining that beside the terroir, also the type of tea, the type of tree makes the difference. In particular, wild-grown tea, not planted, just wildly grown, tends to be bitterer than planted trees. It seems that this difference between sweet and bitter Sheng Pu'er is more, how can I say, relevant here in Lao Man'E. Also in other places there are these differences, but here it's kind of famous that there are different these different terroirs in the village. This is the sweet one,
That's the more bitter one.
and that's the bitter, which is lighter in color. I personally found the tasting really interesting, in particular when we tasted the 2022, from which I got two little samples here, one bitter and one sweet. We left Bulangshan this morning, to be precise, Bulangshan, which is the administrative village of the Bulangshan area. From there it was a 45-minute drive heading north to Lao Man'E, and now we are heading farther north to Sheng Pu'er and Laobanzhang. We didn't stop in Sheng Pu'er and we are going straight to Lao Banjan. It is about 13 kilometers from Sheng Pu'er, and it's not that far, but it will take about half an hour. We have just entered the Lao Banjan village through the city gate. The family of Hassan is from here, from Laobanzhang, so they have still a lot of relatives in town. The buildings are newer here in Laobanzhang. You can really tell there is more money in this city, and there are also more constructions all around. Also here the houses are structured in a similar way, with the living floor on the first floor, and up here there is where they do the tea processing. It's just everything a little bit more fancy, with marmor on the floor. Also up there, look, those houses.
We are invited by our host to have lunch now, and it's very funny to see, like, this is the restaurant, and it says whoever enters our restaurant gets free Lao Banjan to drink.
So I would say we found the place for lunch.
Yes.
Lao Banjan, Western style. Actually, that's how they brew it here, the locals. They don't do kombucha, they just boil some leaves in water and then put it in a thermos bottle. It tastes very watery, very thin and fairly sweet actually. You would never associate this taste with Lao Banjan. I am in Laobanzhang in the ancient Gushu tea garden of house number 55. This is the family from which we get our Gushu Laobanzhang. From these very trees that you see around me, the family owns 3 mu, which is a surface of about 2,000 square meter or 20,000 square feet. The king tree of Laobanzhang, the most famous tea tree in Laobanzhang, is just 150 meters in that direction, in the same hill. And I'm so happy that we're able to provide you Gushu Laobanzhang directly from the source. This was the owner of house number 55. After lunch, we visited some tea gardens, both Gushu and also Chaomu, Shengtai Chaomu. After that, we had some very good tea, actually, both from this year and from last year. And now we are heading to Man'E. We are in Bampeng Laojai right now. The village is less fancy than Laobanzhang, of course, but still here and there you can find a few big places and houses. We have just left Hekai. Well, Hekai and Bampeng, they both don't belong officially to the 5 Banjang villages, the Banjang Ujai. Those are 5 different. They are Lao Man'E that we have visited early in the morning, of course Sheng Banjan and Lao Banjan, and then 2 other villages that we haven't visited today, which are Bakanan and Bakalong. We are now in Man'E, which is a town, I think it's just 10-15 kilometers from Man'E. Our son is leaving us. He's going from here back to Bulangshan, to his village, and we are heading back to town. I hope you have enjoyed this road trip. I certainly did. If it is the case, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe our channel if you haven't done it so.